In the best traditions of Weird Al Yankovic, today's guest has been smashing it out of the park with his Star Trek fan films. Mr. Ian Ramsey, better known as Star Rekt, is beaming in to have a chat about his musical parodies from across Star Trek. I Kissed a Borg, Oh What a Fight, My Blue Underwear, some great classics that have been coming out of this man over the last couple of years, and he's got more on the horizon as well. Let's hear about Star Rekt on this edition.
From Trekzone's virtual studio to the world, with early access and behind the scenes for members, this is a Trekzone conversation.
And Ian Ramsey is joining me now. He is beaming in from his office. Ian, thanks so much for a little bit of your time on today's Trekzone conversation.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
This is very, very exciting. Like I said in the opening, you've been a bucket list guest for a little while. You're doing Star Trek fan films musically. This is very exciting.
Yeah, it's been something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time, and just finally started to commit to it 2 years ago, and I'm having a blast. Wish I did a little earlier, but hey, can't fixate on that, but things are going well, and yeah, I'm loving it. And if people are loving it, I'm loving it even more.
And I'm very excited today. You've given me permission to have little snippets of the songs that you've released. They are parodies. You've kind of taken the Weird Al approach and parodied up current or pop songs into a Star Trek theme. What's kind of the inspiration? What's kind of the thought process to get you started?
First off, any comparison to Weird Al is an honor, because I am a fan of his and was a fan of his pretty intensely growing up. Like, I listened to a lot of Weird Al when I was in like middle school. There was definitely a seed planted in my youth that eventually grew into this.
It is very cool. And there are songs, we're seeing some of them now, songs like Oh What a Fight, I Kissed a Borg, Trill All the Klingons Want, new ones released, a Christmas special as well just recently, My Blue Underwear, and not forgetting, of course, SETI Alpha 5. Just incredible stuff. How do you come up with these ideas?
Okay, so basically, there's the simple answer of, oh, I see a title of a song and maybe my brain just immediately starts swapping out some words here or there to see. Like, the obvious one was I Wanted Janeway. I knew one of my bucket list songs was I Want It That Way. And so I just started thinking about, well, what rhymes with way? Oh, Janeway, of course. So I Want Janeway. Who would say that? Oh, Chakotay, duh. And then just tweak it a little to I Wanted Janeway, and honestly, the song wrote itself.
And it's the greatest romance that was never told in Star Trek Voyager as well.
Exactly. I also told the greatest romance story told on Voyager as well, and that would be some lizard babies being created by Lizard Paris and Lizard Janeway. Very proud of that one.
Yes.
That one was another very quick one. My girlfriend and I were sitting in the car, and she had her playlist going, and then all of a sudden Rod Stewart's Looks Like We Made It started playing, and I'm like, oh, that sounds so much like Looks Like We Mated. And that one was instant. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do for this one.
To go forth and get away to another world. Then we mutated. Never thought so till today that we would be here and aware that we made some lizard babies because we made it.
And how long does the production take for you?
Couple months. If we're talking about the later ones, because the earlier ones I had planned a long time ago or started writing lyrics a long time ago, again, because it took me a good long while to fully commit to focusing on this channel. But the later ones, the newer ideas, probably take anywhere from 2 to 3 months from genesis to completion, because lyrics can either just flow right out or take a while. Some songs have been a struggle to try and really fit the song perfectly, but also trying to say what I want to say, but also keeping it entertaining in a comedic standpoint. And then the audio recording is getting better. That's pretty quick actually nowadays, because I've been getting a lot better. But audio editing is definitely my weakest points, because I never at any point been an audio engineer. I might hire one in the future, not gonna lie. And then editing, that depends. It depends on how much footage I have to capture for what I'm trying to talk about, but then also the ideas that I come up with. Again, everything is just sort of, there's so much nuance and minutia to all these for a very quick, flat answer, because sometimes the inspiration is instant on the lyrics and the editing. Sometimes it's a slog through the lyrics and the editing. Sometimes the audio editing takes forever because it's nails on a chalkboard to me sometimes. Like, no, like I can't sound like this. I hate this. Ugh.
And what is your background? You say you're not an audio engineer. Where do you sort of come from?
I currently work in the film industry. I work in what's called digital distribution. So long story short, I just put movies and TV shows on the digital platforms for people to stream and watch at home. Somebody puts it there and I'm one of them. But I've studied film or communications in high school and college. So got my hands dirty with Final Cut Pro in college, and then carried that into a couple first jobs. But so basically editing, I've had a background in editing, but it wasn't until recent years when I started to do more content creation stuff, either through like Twitch stuff. And now this is what I really have dove in deep to the editing realm. So it's just always been there. I've never really truly focused on it all until now, but it's always been there.
And what's the reaction been like, as you've sort of committed to the channel a little bit more? How are people responding to the videos?
I think excellent. For the exception of literally like 2 people, no joke. Every single comment I've gotten on the parody songs have been positive. It's been wonderful to see such amazingly positive feedback. And of course, people just each video people just keep on coming in, and the views keep on going up, and that's really nice to see. And yeah, I've been very, very honored with the positive reception that I've been getting pretty much from the very beginning, and that just gives me more motivation to keep on going. Because again, if you're all having fun, I'm having a blast.
Running around a ship in blue underwear as well. I think as the latest addition, they're getting even more creative and a little bit even more obscure, shall we say, in terms of Star Trek references.
The Ferengi fall hook, line, and sinker, as we create distrust between them all. Sparks out orders, they'll say no, sir. The captain and I even fake a brawl. Now the ship's been reacquired. Our friend Krem we've inspired to take the command. We're happy again, all done well in my blue underwear.
Comes from a singular episode from one of the Black Sheep shows out there. So yeah, I guess.
Black sheep. It's certainly not turning into a black sheep at the moment. It's getting a lot of love through all of the series as well. Ian, do you have anything planned in the planning at the moment?
Truth be told, literally right before this, I was recording a new song.
Very, very cool. Can you tell us anything?
I'll keep it a surprise, but right. It is a much more modern song, current song, than what I've done before, because I'm trying to hit all aspects, all genres. So this one will be interesting, especially in the audio editing. Oh boy, I'm scared for that one.
Looking forward to that. It sounds very, very cool. Cannot wait. And are you looking at the new series as well, or are you kind of focusing on classic Trek, as it were?
I am. I'm keeping my mind open to all of it. I do have an idea for a song for Discovery, actually 2, but not fleshed out enough to the point where I'm fully committing to it yet. I think one of them I think I'm going to go for at some point. Honestly, choosing the next song is always interesting because there's so many songs that I'm very excited for, but I've just been like pushed aside for whatever reason. Either like the song is a little too difficult and I need to get in good vocal shape, or out of the blue I come up with a new one that I'm just like tunnel vision focused on. So there's a whole roster of songs on my phone that I really want to pump out.
It is very cool. Looking forward to it all. A short and sweet Trekzone conversation today, Ian. Better let you get back to those creative processes and not interrupt them too much. Looking forward to the next track. And people, of course, can be checking it out on your YouTube channel, which is Rekt, Starrekt. Very, very cool. Ian, thanks so much for beaming in. Thanks for letting us play some of your songs as well. Very, very cool. Looking forward to more from you.
Thank you so much.
And we first started as foes. Now I suck your toes. If you'd say I want your coattails.